Hi, this is the Mary Cooking Show, teaching Chris how to make bread, Christmas 2011. Hey. Hey, buddy. Wow, that's a serious bowl, Mary.
Well, Chris, we're both going to make 9 loaves. Yes, you like that, don't you? Oh, that looks yummy too. Okay, do you want to do the freshly ground or do you want to do the other one?
What? I want to do no. What's the? This is what you just made.
Yeah. So you can see.
So you use that one because that's gonna be fun.
Oh, I've been using it. Oh, it doesn't matter to me. So to me, they look the same.
Holy cow! That's like. So you made this.
Yes.
And then this is store bought.
Yes.
And they look virtually identical.
And I have more flour too.
That's amazing. Okay.
Okay.
Cups for the spoons.
And do you have, what do you like? I like using wooden spoons. What do you like using? Yeah, this is a good one. Okay. Okay, Chris, we'll start with this.
Okay, do you want me to get? Oh, I just destroyed my big good Pyrex.
Well, I didn't think you'd have one of those, so that's why we each have one.
Look at this
Of
thing.
that. Cool.
It's huge. I'll this one. This is not
You want that one? Okay. Okay, first we have to get the yeast started. So you want 2 cups.
2 cups.
So put 1 cup in your bowl.
Okay. And we're going like level.
Just sort of, yeah. I mean, this is, with flour, you're pretty flexible. Dump it all in, because this is a 2 cup.
Okay, so that's 1.
Okay, and then we need 4 scant tablespoons of yeast.
Does that mean scant means like totally level?
That means no, less than level.
That's the level.
See, like that.
Ooh, that's a lot scant.
Oh, well, maybe like that. Whatever.
Okay.
It's pretty forgiving.
Okay.
Okay,
And this is dry yeast.
that is dry yeast. Or you could use 4 packages of yeast. But I buy it in bulk, so that's why we're doing it like this. I think it's 2 3/4 teaspoon of yeast equals a package.
Okay. Now, is this stuff dead or alive?
Do you want
This
tea?
is what? Not right now, later on I
I
might
got
like some.
chocolate too.
Oh, I might like some water later on. Thank
It's
you.
4,
Okay,
right? 4?
4, yeah. And then sugar is virgin. White sugar. Okay, then we need 4 tablespoons of sugar. What the sugar is, it helps to activate the yeast.
So is the yeast like kind of like living but sleeping? It's like dormant or something, and then like you
Yeah, and we're
give
gonna
the
wake it up.
sugar and it wakes it up.
Well, sugar helps. You could do it without it, but it's gonna work better with a little bit of
We're
sugar.
doing scant or normal.
Normal. And the reason why I do half the flour first and then half later, like that, is because if my water happens to be too hot, it will kill the yeast.
Oh, so you have a
And
little
so-
buffer zone.
Right, exactly.
Oh.
Good, exactly. Okay, so then you want,
Yeast is kind of the magic part.
I like yeast. Then you want 2 cups of warm water.
Warm water, like
Right.
not too hot because you're gonna kill the yeast.
I think you want to use this then.
I'm putting another one of these in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Another one on top. Boom.
Okay, now feel the temperature. It's you can see. It's actually fairly warm.
So it's kind of like baby bath water.
Yeah, a little bit warmer maybe than that. Okay, so now you want 2 cups.
2 cups.
Dump it all in. And I would probably use this one and just stir it up really well. Okay, now we want 12 cups of whole wheat flour.
Whoa. That's no joke. 12 cups of whole wheat flour just in here.
Okay, now we need rye flour. We need 3 cups of rye flour.
Are you just making this stuff? Like, how do you know you just have this memorized? Here you go.
Yeah, I do it so we can take turns here. Wait, see, and I don't be. We don't have to be all that exact. I want. Use mine. Yes. a cup of ground flaxseed.
Cup of ground flaxseed.
Yeah.
Ground flaxseed. Cup of ground flaxseed. Is this just for flavoring?
And nutrition.
And nutrition is good for you. Is that about right? Ooh.
Okay, and then do we put the rye? We put the rye flour in.
Yep.
Now we need some dried milk.
Dry milk.
3 cups of dried milk.
Why dry milk?
Well, we could use regular milk, but I don't know.
Well, hold
I
it.
just use dry. I don't know why.
Seriously, you don't know why? You just always do it this way?
Yeah, just kind of that way.
That's crazy.
It is. Okay, now we need 4 tablespoons of salt.
Just normal salt.
Mhm. It's just such a good sport.
What?
I don't know, you're just really a good sport.
How much is too much salt?
4.
Is
Yeah.
that like
Yeah,
a lot?
that was pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Most things in bread you can be kind of, more or less, but salt you don't want to go.
Oh, super over.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully there's
Now,
not more
does
we
Jen? Do you know what I forgot? Does she have a whisk by any chance?
Yes.
Oh, well, it will work a bit. And the reason why this is nice because you have all your dried ingredients in here right now. So it's nice to get them stirred up before you add the wet ingredients.
Oh.
Okay, this one is going to sleep.
Oh, Evan, are you gonna take a nap?
Yeah.
Cool. You sleep well, boy. Yeah.
Happy dreams. Dream about puppy dogs.
Yeah. Grandma too.
Can you say Merry Christmas?
Yeah, we're making some bread.
Can you say Merry Christmas?
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Merry Christmas to you, Evelyn.
Excellent.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
see you when you wake up from your nap.
Night, night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay, now we need to put in some shortening. How much shortening do we need? Chris, I'm afraid I just kind of plop some in it till I think, oh, that looks good. So,
Oh, are you serious?
yeah, so something like that.
How are we gonna know?
Okay.
Let me use your thing,
Okay.
Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just want like what? Blob?
Yeah. Do the next one a little
One.
bit bigger. Good.
2.
Good.
All right. So I don't know however much that is. How much is that about?
I don't know. 2/3, 3/4 of a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup.
Of Crisco shortening. What is shortening?
Fat.
That's scary.
Fat.
Just a blob of fat, like whipped fat.
Just fat. Now, if we're going to put in 1.5 cups of honey, you could put in 2 cups of brown sugar if you would rather. Actually, I like to heat my honey before I put it in there.
Oh,
And the reason why is because it's just kind of stays warm. I mean, everything's warm because look at how our yeast. See, we're almost ready to go. Look at our yeast. Isn't that great? Isn't
Whoa!
that fun?
Show that. Look at that. So, how big was this before when we started?
Probably about 3 cups. I'm not 3, 4 cups. It was 4 cups full. So it's almost doubled, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to pour in 1.5 cups. Well, I'll pour in mine and then you can take what's left. You think so? Okay.
Just pour it in.
Dump it in, and then scrape it out with your spoon, whichever spoon you want to use.
Yeah. don't think I've ever dealt with honey on this kind of industrial level before.
Okay. Okay, now you need 8 cups of hot water.
Just in this thing?
Yeah, and I put it in there in the honey one because it gets some of the honey out then as well.
Sure. Just 8 cups hot water. Doesn't
Yes.
matter how hot?
Nope, that's good if it's hot.
It's good if it's hot.
But now we have to start going a little bit faster because we don't want our yeast to overflow.
Well, that can happen. Before.
Okay.
Mm.
Pardon?
So how many loaves of bread do you think you've made now?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you know, I used to make it when we had the farm.
You used to make a million, right? I mean, that was like a way to make money.
Right. The most I ever did, because then I was selling it at this one little shop. Most I did was, I think, was it 120 in a day? I was so tired. We're done now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, now we want to mix this all up.
Whoa, how do you make the shortening blur in?
It should go. I mean, it should.
Whoa.
I love looking at this yeast,
This
and it
is
just bubbles
crazy.
and bubbles, isn't it? You know, I'm going to move her rug back. I'm afraid I'm going to get flour in it once we start kneading.
Ooh. This is awesome.
Good. Okay, and as soon as that's mixed up, then you want to add your yeast. Mine was ready to overflow, so I wanted to get it in here.
Now, I need to have all this dry stuff must be moistened, right?
Yeah, that looks good. You can add it.
It's okay?
Yes.
So
Okay,
went
so
down
pour the whole
Victoria
thing?
Yes.
all the
you
way
can
to the
scrape it.
bank.
Huh?
And way around, and then I came up from Osseo from the south,
Whoa.
and it still was only 2.9 miles.
No!
I knew it was going to be that much, and you kept thinking it was going to be so much more.
Yeah, I did.
You like Jen? Or is that bad for course?
Well, you better
Where's
scrape it
Jen?
off there. She's putting Evelyn to sleep.
And I'm learning how to make 9 loaves of bread.
Well, you guys are still. Maybe I'll go put another mile in.
If you want to, you can. Okay,
Homeless
here's
camps?
your thing. Start putting
Well, I
in
won't go
maybe
there.
about
I won't go to
4.
homeless camps.
Start off with about 4
Alright, so
cups
just, you want to walk?
4 cups of just normal white flour.
I don't know if
4 cups.
Yeah,
of bread
I
flour.
understand.
Thank
Bread.
you.
Is this different kind of flour?
This is a high gluten bread flour.
High gluten
It's
bread
amazing
flour
because you
for
can see
these
since
cups.
this works.
Yeah, I am.
We'll start off with that.
Yeah.
Starting off.
You know, I kept taking it until
What's
it was
this gonna do?
all gone.
Okay, this is like the 3rd flour we put in here, isn't it?
Yes.
I know, that's mine was too. And
Yeah.
I had to go to
They
school.
never taught me that in home ec.
Yeah,
So I just
I know.
off
Okay, and then-
It was almost kind of good that I was
When you get that mixed up a bit, it doesn't have to be mixed up real well.
Two people from
Then you're gonna
University
take
of Minnesota
maybe about 2 cups, you're
one
gonna
of
just
the
put it
people
on.
had written this curriculum that we were
On
adapting
here.
for teens.
Yeah.
And it was
Oh.
the
That's okay.
Christmas holiday.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, Chris's mom was gonna be here?
Okay, she arrives on the 28th.
And then you're gonna,
Whoa.
this is a wonderful little tool.
Okay.
I'll give it to you in just a second.
That makes room.
You see my new toy?
Oh, cow. That's a ton of stuff.
I'll do it, yeah. Okay, now you wanna scrape it out fairly well, because you're gonna be spraying this with oil and putting it in here to raise them later on.
Oh.
Get close, because you don't want it to stick. So if you see it sticking someplace, if it's going someplace where it's gonna stick, then add a little bit more flour in that area.
Oh, man, it's like molten
I think
lava.
I'm still gonna buy it.
Okay, now using that, I'll use this.
Okay.
Actually, that's when we're filling it. I start just scooping it over.
It's
Look at
okay
that
to.
big blob there.
Okay. Is it okay to kind of mix this flour on the table into it, or you don't want it?
Yeah, now see how you've got flour there?
Yeah.
So take your take your thing and sprinkle, because you don't want it to stick any place.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just rolling into the
You're
center.
just rolling it all into the center. At least a lot of people, they just start kneading right away, but I find it's easier just to get it all, to make it some kind of shape
So if you
first.
see wet part, you want to spread the. Is that what you're saying?
Well, especially on the edges. Okay, so then when it's something like this, you always want to have your flour with you, but you only want to add enough flour
Okay.
that you need, because otherwise it's going to be a dry bread.
Okay.
Okay, so if it feels good, then you're going to just start turning it over, and then if it feels sticky, take some flour, dump it on. And then you're going to turn it. You're going to keep just adding, incorporating more flour into it as you're doing it.
Oh, feels kind
And
of
you always-
sticky though.
Yeah, it will. It's going to feel really soft. And then you just keep turning it, pushing down. You're trying to
I'm always
incorporate.
just going to
you-
the center.
Right, but you want to go in the same direction all the time. Keep turning in the same direction. Now I
Okay.
go clockwise, so whatever is comfortable for you. You see what I mean? Like that. You don't want it to be a dry. And I usually do this for about 10 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes. Well, as my mother would say, the key to kneading, I forgot. That's probably why you weren't getting it at first. You need to go one foot in front of the other.
What?
Because then you can kind of roll, you can get into a rhythm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Pull it towards you,
Go.
push down,
Push
turn,
down. Turn.
pull it towards you,
Pull it towards you.
push down,
Push down.
turn.
Turn. You know, this is. Okay, I'm starting to like dig the bread.
Okay, go the same direction though.
Okay.
Because what you're doing is you're developing the strands of the gluten, and so when you go the opposite direction, it confuses them. You have
Oh.
to keep going in the same direction. So now you just want to oil your pan,
So the more we do this kneading thing, we're working the air out and the flour in.
air.
I mean, are we trying to get air bubbles out or air bubbles in?
I don't know.
Not too much.
I should know that. No, that's good. Okay, now when you dump it in, you want to do the bottom part first, dump it, and then you're going to turn it upside down and so it looks like
Just
that.
so it has some bone and then you
Yeah.
turn it upside down.
Yeah. Okay, good. Then we need a,
They just kind of like get all oily.
okay, now she's just going to rise. Now, where's a cooler? You're just going to put this over it. They're going to go to sleep. Oh, this one has holes in it. That's okay.
Here, one.
So I guess they're
Yeah.
already working
Yeah.
on an issue and they'll like, notify me by email when it's resolved. Oh, there's a little baby.
Where's,
Okay, so how long can I let these chill for?
usually about an hour.
They're asleep. Okay, here.
You want to do it till it raises,
We can just put the timer on.
for
the
it doubles.
We're sleeping for an hour. Okay? We'll be back.
Look at that. It's
Oh.
like Jupiter.
Punching it.
It looks just like Jupiter.
It does look like Jupiter.
It's Jupiter.
Punching it.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's like a giant person's belly with a belly button.
Okay, Chris, push.
Look at
So is that all dough?
This is one of two. This is
One of
9
two.
loaves worth. We got another one in there.
Okay,
Then you're gonna punch it.
you do. Now, I used to think you could just punch it, but I understand you're supposed to push it slowly down.
Mary, what
How do you do
like
it?
that?
How
Just
do you do
push?
Well, now I push it down, but if the kids are around, I let them punch it.
Okay.
So you want me to just go?
Push, yes.
How
push.
deep?
Down. You keep pushing it down.
Stress. Stress is all.
Keep pushing it.
Like
Keep
there's
stress.
pushing
You want me
it.
to push it down?
Yeah, push it all down.
How
Stress
just as
be gone.
small as you can get it, or what? I mean, you want me
Yes.
to knead it down at all?
Just mush it.
Just mushing it.
Yeah, that's good.
Mushing it down.
Okay, now turn it upside down here.
How do I know when I'm done mushing it?
That's good. Because you're going to keep mushing it, kind of.
Okay.
Okay, now
just
dump it
one
up. That's probably enough for now. Dump it.
more? Ooh.
Do you want me to preheat the oven?
No, because we're not done yet. This is to raise again.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Okay, now you have to divide this up into 9 chunks.
9
And-
chunks.
And I find that the best way to do it is,
Big come around.
well, I'll just do the first
We
one
need
and
this
then
for
you
the
can do
show.
the other ones. Okay, they're gonna be about this big, maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter if you miss the first cut.
No, Okay, and then I usually just go in like this, you know, and then just cut it.
I'll go half and then half and half.
Half and half and then half and half again, because you want.
I just
seven
taught my
nine.
kids this.
Right behind you, actually.
Okay, now just form them into
Hey,
balls,
Kind of
you know,
feeling
like
snacky.
this. Now this feels pretty sticky. This feels quite sticky, in fact. So then, if it feels this sticky, we don't want it this sticky. So I would add more flour to it.
Doesn't it?
Smush it in there. Right.
It's kind of like making a mushroom.
Kind of. Yeah. And then we're going to reshape this one. Okay. Now,
So who else is too
who?
fat?
Well, who
These
else do you
guys are
think?
smaller than these guys.
Okay. So who do you think needs more?
So you maybe go oomph,
Okay.
and then you go oomph.
Okay.
I go put it in the butt of it,
Okay.
and I mush it.
Okay. Yep. Good. Good.
Alright, so
Now they have to.
boom, and this guy gets to get reshaped, or did you already do that guy?
No, you took some off of him,
Okay.
I think. But you know what? Let's give him just a little bit.
One more?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. And now they have to sleep for 10 minutes.
Are they done? They're all good?
Did you put
They're
it in
fine.
the dark for 10 minutes?
This is like alchemy.
It has to rest so the gluten can relax, because I don't think the rolling pin will roll it out, because if we were to roll it out right now, it keeps springing back.
Huh.
And so we want it to relax a little
Wow.
Dude, we had 3 different kinds of flour.
bit.
And we had the yeast, and you had the yeast, you put these guys in there, and then you get to put the sugar in it, and the yeast wake up. They're like a big bunch of like flour like this, but it's all living stuff that's sleeping. And you put sugar in it, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm alive, and everything goes crazy.
It really is interesting looking at the yeast, because this flour mixture, this suddenly gets twice as big
Yeah,
in size. It's just this bubbling.
it's a bubbling mess of like, you feel like, it's weird, it's like a living dealio. And you have to make things warm, you don't want to make it cold because it makes it mad. And if it's too hot, it'll get super mad and die.
Chris has his apron with his name on it. I'm wearing.
And you're looking a little sissy, it's okay.
Look, sissy, you look good in aqua.
Aqua
Twice.
And the dingle balls, I think, really pull it
Yeah,
off.
this-
Do you
it-
want me to set the timer for 10 minutes?
What? It was at 2:33 a minute ago. So
Okay, so
9 more minutes. Yeah.
So, didn't we have some kind of aerosol spray thing?
Yeah. Here it is. I don't know if you have one too,
Yeah,
but whatever.
we've got like an olive oil one.
Use it. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Canola oil.
I don't know if it matters.
How much do I have to put on here?
Just make sure the bottom and the top sides.
I mean, sorry.
Yeah. You want to make sure that.
Is that too much?
No, it's not too much. I would be afraid of it. I would get it in there.
Like, more is better than less.
No, I don't know.
Here, watch. Why don't you
Just the
come
right
in?
one. Alright, I can do that.
Okay. Because you were showing them the pan first.
You need to know. You need to know.
Okay.
I want you exerting some comfort here, like he's done this his whole life.
He has.
He's been doing powder coating motorcycles.
No, I don't.
Jen, does your oven heat hot or is it pretty
I don't know how to
accurate?
wield a spray can.
I think it's
No
accurate.
stranger to
Maybe not.
aerosol.
Where can I put this on?
We're gonna pump it up.
Good.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Cool. So now we wait a couple more minutes and then do it up.
Yeah.
All right. Here. Let's see if you kind of
6
melt.
more minutes.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Part 3.
Alright.
Okay, so here's my dough. No,
Okay. So this is after what? 9 minutes. 9 minutes of letting the gluten.
10 minutes.
10 minutes relax.
Okay, now I'm going to push this down.
Does it matter what shape it's in?
Yeah, you want it kind of be kind of longer.
Right back into
And see, you know this length here, so you want it to be at least that wide here.
Okay.
Okay, then you're gonna flip it over, and then you're gonna start rolling it tight. Just keep tucking it in. Yeah, just keep tucking it in. Okay, now this is my bottom, so I'm gonna pinch it because I don't want it to fall out.
It's like welding it.
I thought of it being welding. Okay, then this is my top. So I have to tuck under the edges. So I'm going to just pull it a little bit. And figure it around there.
Just kind of hide it.
Now when you stick, so you want it kind of to be this shape. And when you stick it in, you want it to at least touch both sides. So mine's a little bit longer, but that's okay. It's going to all come together fine.
So you want to touch the ends?
You want to touch the ends. Otherwise, what's going to happen, your loaf is going to go like this, and then it's going to go down like that. You want as much as possible
You
to
want
be
it
the
to be-
same
Okay.
as possible.
If you like cut little letters on there, would it blow up and you could see the letters?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so you get
What a
you
perfectionist.
get you get
You're good. You're good.
you get this guy.
Okay, Pegasus. I'll take it.
Okay.
There we go. And then they get covered up again.
For about 30 minutes.
So and they like the dark, like the sunlight they don't jive
Well,
with.
you want to have them covered so they don't dry out.
Oh, okay.
That's the biggest reason why.
Yeah.
So you could cover it with saran wrap too if you wanted to set the sunlight.
Yeah, it's more just the circulation.
Thing, man. Are you okay with
You
that?
ready?
Or-
Yeah.
Because you're doing this one.
I think that's cool.
Oh, you gotta
Okay,
press
down.
it down.
Oh. Wow. That's pretty cool. And just push it all down?
Yeah.
All the parts? You're
Yeah.
just kind of. This is the biggest bowl I've ever used. 7. Making bread.
Making bread, making real bread, dude.
But I don't think it needs quite as
Just
much
like that.
wood. I think that's good.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Gotcha. So does it use visual light or
Yeah.
X-rays? What kind of light rays or X-rays?
Light rays.
Film camera.
Hey, you didn't open up your present for your thing.
Hey, that's awesome.
Be inspirational material for your workshop,
That is
right?
fantastic. Hey, look what Wojak gave me.
I don't know. I'd seem like I put my finger in his middle finger in his nose, and then your thumb just does his mouth. High five. Boom. Nice. Are you still
All right.
recording?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so we haven't put any. We put that in the oven.
We did.
Holy cow! Okay, so
Oh,
We put the 9. We put the other ones in,
right.
but these have to
We
rest
put
for
it
a half
in
hour.
10 minutes ago.
okay, so here, look over here and tell the people what you did with the heat.
Chris set the oven at 350, and now the first load is in the oven. We have 5 loaves on the top and 4 loaves on the bottom at 350. We will
Do you
bake
like your
that for
t-shirt?
about 20 minutes, and then we're going to switch everything around. We're going to put the tops on the bottom and reverse them so that they can cook evenly for about another 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll take them out.
Showing you how to do this. This is at minute 20. We got 9 loaves of bread in there.
Oh, your oven cooks warmer than mine, I think.
What are you looking?
Oh, a little hot.
That's good. That's fine. We just won't have to do as long next time.
Okay, so we're pulling the first 5, and Mary's somehow remembering like which ones are what.
Yep. See, now I'm going to switch this around. Now I'm
Okay,
going
so
to
the
turn it
front.
around.
Wow, so front goes back and flip them.
Right.
Hope you guys are seeing it. Mary, does it look like you can see from more my perspective on this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, they're already like turning brown now. And our oven.
I didn't switch something. did I?
I am going to totally fail on the switching, flipping thing.
You're
Okay. Good. Done.
There it is.
Your oven is cooking hotter than my oven
So you go
is.
20 minutes for the first batch, and then you do the
Switch.
rearrange, and then like 8 or 10 more minutes.
Right.
Just to kind of finish them off, or what?
Yes, to make them evenly. Otherwise, the bottom's going to be much too dark on the bottom. And it's going to
Oh.
be dark on the tops and not on the bottoms.
Gotcha.
Okay.